Hello everyone, my name is Jennifer Stay, this is Coloring Bliss, and today, with my little rose back here, we're going to talk about 3 products that I came across when I was browsing Amazon and all the beautiful art supplies that they have there. It's a brand called Ooly, and I have a couple other products already by Ooly, but these 3 products jumped out at me as something that we, the coloring community, might really love. So I'm really excited to show them to you, and one has a magic effect that we get to experiment with and see if it works. So let's start with the first one here, which they call the Rainbow Sparkle Glitter Markers. I want to swatch them and see if they really are sparkly and glittery, and we'll compare these ones to a zebra product that I really like that has sparkles in it. Okay, let's start with Rainbow Sparkle by Ooly. Alright, this is the Rainbow Sparkle Glitter Markers, and I'm excited about these because I don't have very many markers that actually glitter really pretty. So I'm hoping for some really pretty marker effects, and we're going to compare them, like I said, to a zebra product here in a minute. Now the package says that it's sparkly fun, coloring, decorating, outlining school projects. There's classic and pastel colors. Adult supervision is advised. Cover and protect your work surfaces. May stain some surfaces. All right, let's see what Ooly has for us here. Okay, so there's 10 classic, and then I think these are the 5 pastel. Let's see if they have, they say Rainbow Sparkle Glitter Marker by Ooly. It's a really pretty marker. The cap posts at the end, so that's good. And yeah, no color names though, so we don't have to worry about that. I'm going to slide these off here. Right, today we're swatching in Swatch Bliss Volume 2, which has a whole bunch of different variety of swatch pages in there. There's small, medium, and large swatch sections. And I've switched to this page here because I want to see all 3 Ooly types of markers here on one page. So this set of markers cost me $19.95 on Amazon in October 2024 here in the US. Okay, I'm going to start swatching with the red one first. Let's see how it looks. Just give it a nice quick swatch, and let's move it in the light and see if we've got glitter. I see a shine. Is it glittery? I don't know. What do you think? There, you can see it there. Let's go ahead and swatch all of them, and then we'll look at them and see if they are a Rainbow Sparkle Glitter Marker that you have to purchase today. Okay, after red comes orange. Alright, here they are. Now, would you call these sparkly? I think for sure the colors are vibrant and pretty, but would you call these sparkly? Look at that. It's catching the light really pretty. The sparkles are a silver sparkle, so it gives a little bit of a silver hue to each one. I think they're kind of pretty. And yeah, we even have a black. I like the color choices that they've given us, but they're all very mid-tone. So maybe you could blend these 2 purples and the pink and the red, the silver and the black, this and this, the blues and the greens. So yeah, and you could blend the yellow and the red. So yeah, there's some blending duos in there. That's impressive. All right, Ooly 3, the Ooly Rainbow Sparkle, I really like them. Okay, let's compare them really quick to another product that is very similar. That's this one here by Zebra. They're called the Kyra Rich, and they are, you can pick these up for $6.50 for this set. So yeah, let's see how they perform. These I haven't used in a really long time, so I'm curious to see if they're still juicy, and if they are still juicy, how glittery are they? And of course, these are sold not as a marker but as a highlighter, so they're going to be a little more translucent, a little more pastel. In this case, it's very neon. Okay, I'll do the green and a yellow, and then we'll take a look at them. I think I have two yellows, it looks like. Wonder if I got a yellow in a box, an art supply box. Okay, they all worked. They were all juicy. Let's see how glittery they are. It seems like it's a different kind of glitter, like a smaller glitter. What do you think? I think the Ooly's are more glittery. Yeah, I think the Ooly's are a little more glittery. Let me move this in the light for you. So that's cool. So that's a very fun new product for us to try coloring with. Awesome, Ooly. Let's see if we can keep up the good karma going on here with their Sheen Metallic. That's this box right here. It's called Color Sheen Metallic. It says, keep the marker stored horizontally and capped when not in use. 12 radiant colors. Oh, and it's showing that it works on white and black paper. We'll have to grab some black paper and test it on that too. All right, let's go ahead and do these. I'm going to box these up really quick before I dump these ones out. Look, I missed a marker in the set. A nice brown. That was the one thing I was like, there's no brown. We're missing a brown, and there it is. So yeah, I just happened to miss that marker in the box. So cool. That makes me feel even better about this set, because I was recently coloring with the Sharpie Creative markers, the acrylic ones, and they didn't have a brown. And I really missed that brown when I was doing my coloring project. All right, let's do some swatching and see how these look. First off, let's take a peek at the tool. It says Color Sheen Metallic Marker by Ooly on there. That one's kind of hard to see. Let's look at it. It has a cap like that, and there's the small felt tip. Very fine point, but the cap does post on the back. These don't feel very high quality in the hand. They feel quite cheap. So that's one criticism I had. These are almost $12 on Amazon as of October 2024. So that's $1 per marker. So I would expect something pretty impressive at that price point. Okay, there's the first one. Let's see how it looks. I'm going to move it in the light and see if we can catch a shine. Again, it looks like a silver. These definitely are more glittery, and these are more of a metallic sheen. But we definitely have a sheen going on. Let's see how that marker looks on a black piece of paper too. Okay, there's the first one. I'm going to go ahead and swatch all 12. Okay, we have all 12 swatched, and they're giving me real jewel tone vibes. So a little more toned down. A tone is a color plus gray. That's what this is giving me, is really toned down, but it's beautiful. Let's move this in the light. You You kind of lose the sheen a little bit on black, but it's still there a little bit. So that's interesting. And then here you can see it on white. What do we think of the shine? I'm impressed. I'm not blown away. I guess at this price range, at $12 for this pack, I would hope for something that would be really exciting and impressive. Let's compare these to a zebra product. These ones here are the zebra brush pens, and they are in metallic colors. So let me doodle a few. I like this one, has a brush nib. They feel more expensive in my hand. Let's see, they haven't been colored with in a while. Let's see how juicy they still are after sitting for a while. I'll just do a few of them here. Let's grab the silver and the gold and see those two. Silver. That one might be a little bit dry. Whoa, that gold isn't though. That gold is really wet. That's really cool. Okay, so let's move these in the light. So yeah, the silver is definitely drying out on that zebra, but those are a couple years old. The zebra metallic brush pens are $8.80, and you get 2, 4, 6, 7 colors. And I would say they're comparable to the sheen that we're getting here, and they look very similar. So yeah, I'm a little mixed on my feelings on these because they feel a little cheap. I don't like the tiny little tip necessarily. I like the brush tip better on the zebra metallic brush pens. So I think I would give the win. These ones have more colors. They do look great on black, and they're going to, so will the zebra mild liners. See, if anything, that one's even better. So I think I might have to give the win for this to the zebras. Yeah, I think I like them a little bit better, and at this price range they're comparable in price. So there you can see these are less streaky because of the brush tip. Yep, I would give the win to zebra instead of Ooly on this one. Okay, now let's go ahead and try this magic one. Let me clean up the color sheen, and then we'll talk about what this Ooly magic pen is and what it's supposed to do. Oh my goodness, those were a pain to put away into this box. I do not like this package. That was a terrible, I would never keep them in this box because that was just terrible. Anyway, just thought I would mention that. Okay, let's get out our third and final product, which is this one, the Magic Puffy pens. Now the idea behind this one is that you color with it, and then when you activate the ink that you have colored down, it should puff up like popcorn. Add heat to make ink puff up like popcorn. That is a big claim, and I'm really curious to see if they can do what they claim. So I gave myself a lot of space down here so that we can first try all 6 of them and see how they look, and then we'll puff them up. And yeah, we've got some instructions. Squeeze pen and apply ink evenly. Wait until the ink is dry. Angle hair dryer and hold really close. Apply heat until ink puffs up. Results may vary among hair dryers. Okay, so we have blue. Do we shake this pen? No, squeeze pen. Squeeze pen. Oh, okay, this is kind of a softer plastic. And we've got a ink tip. Okay, let me show you what we're going on here. I'm getting ahead of myself because I'm excited. So it says a puffy pen on it, and it has a nice cap. A little tricky to get that cap off. And then the cap does stack at the back, or post, whatever you want to say. And then it's got a little plastic bead to protect the ink from coming out, and it's like a pen nib, a really broad pen nib. So let me go ahead and color in here. Oh, squeeze. Remember, Jennifer, squeeze. Squeeze pen and apply ink evenly. Oh, this is weird. Okay. There's a bit of a learning curve here. Okay, I did not apply ink evenly. Let's try the next one and see if it applies better. Okay, off with the cap, off with the plastic or the little dip. And they dip pens in some kind of plastic to keep the ink fresh. Squeeze the pen. So far this is a pain. And apply evenly. How are you supposed to apply evenly? Okay, go slower, Jennifer. Ah, slow and steady is the trick. Okay, good. Let's try this again with the yellow now and see if I can get better at it with every one that we do here. Oh, forgot to take the little plastic. Let me show you up close here so you can see that plastic on the tip that you just need to remove. There we go. Okay, squeeze. Oh wow, this one's coming out a lot easier. And I don't like that you have to squeeze the whole time to keep that ink flowing. But we're still learning here. I'll take off that little plastic tip. There we go. Okay. Squeeze. Slow and steady. I wonder how long this is going to take to dry before we can do the puff. Okay, I'm going to do the last two and then we'll see if we are drying. It's going to take some time to dry. Oh dear. Okay, let me swatch the last two. Alright, I'm just having kind of some fun here doodling, and I've discovered if you hold the pen more vertically rather than at an angle, the ink flows more consistently. And you have to squeeze. So this is not a tool for someone with arthritic hands. You're going to get really tired. My hands are tired from the squeezing already. Fill this heart in with green. Let's see if we can color a solid shape. There. Okay, I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to try because we're going to have to walk away and let this dry. That very first swatch is starting to look a little dry, but it's still pretty shiny wet. So yeah, I think we're going to have to walk away and come back and do the popcorn effect later. Okay, I got bored, didn't want to wait, so I used my blow dryer on cool and dried it all. And it still looks a little wet. Let me show you how it looks now that it's dry. If it catches the light, you'll see there's a shine to it, but when you touch it, it's dry. It feels like a layer of plastic has been put on the paper. It's very interesting. Okay, now let's see if my high heat is going to be hot enough. Now it's showing to put the blow dryer right up next to it to get as much heat as possible. So let's start with this blue right here. Okay, there's our first popcorn. Let me move it so you can see the 3D effect. Oh, sorry, there. You can see this one really popped up. And it doesn't feel as slick and smooth anymore. It feels rougher. Very interesting. Okay, I'm going to keep going and activate all of our swatches and our words and our little doodles and see if we like the effect. Okay, I learned a lot. One, my blow dryer here, which is the Revlon, it has an attachment that goes on here to curl your hair as you dry it. I take that attachment off and use it as my air tool, and I love it because it has cool and different heat settings and it's not too strong. But this was taking forever, so that particular blow dryer wasn't the best. So I do have this embossing heat tool, which is a lot hotter, and man, that worked a million times better. But we also ended up with some toasted popcorn, a little too toasty. So this works really fast, but you have to be careful. What do we think? Now that I know that you got to use the right tool, I used the Cool to dry the ink of my other blow dryer, and then I think the heat embossing tool is the way to go, but you got to control it so you don't burn your popcorn. But look at the star, and it feels cool. This is kind of cool. I kind of think kids would really love this, the effect that it does. That word Bliss is extra good and it feels really cool. I'm surprised. As I first started out, I was like, this is not going to be great. This is just a gimmick, which it is. It's just a gimmick, but is it a fun gimmick that you could add like the centers of flowers and make those centers puffy? Wouldn't that be interesting? Or like I said, with lettering, it worked really good with lettering. You just got to control the amount of heat so you don't burn it. Like, it's really pretty. It got hot really fast and it activated the ink really fast with this embossing tool. I don't know, for $14 you get 6 pens. They're really hard on your hand to use, but you end up with this cool kind of 3D effect. Let me hold it to the side so you can see how 3D it is. Look how cool that is. I don't know. What do you think? I don't know whether to recommend it or not. It's a very specific product that you have to have the right tools to make it fun. a way to dry the ink fast, and then a way to activate it fast, being careful not to burn it. Comment below, are you interested in the puffy pens? Are they something you think you would use? Because I can't decide. I'm kind of excited that I own it. I think it'd be fun to show my nieces and nephews and play with the effect with them, but is it practical for a coloring page? Maybe. Yeah, very interesting. And I think it's interesting that they say 3+, because I think a 3-year-old would be really frustrated using this product because it's so hard to squeeze, and then you have to have the patience to dry it and then carefully activate it. I think that's not a very accurate age range at all. This one should say adult supervision required on it for all that you have to do. So yeah, comment below. Are you interested in the Magic Puffy pens at $14? That's more than $2 a pen. That's really expensive, but might be worth it. So in the end, how do I feel about these Ooly products? I think that the glitter rainbow sparkle markers for $19.95 are really pretty and would be a lot of fun to color with. So I think I would recommend the glitter ones. The metallic sheen ones, I would rather see you get the zebra metallic brush pens for less money. It's $8.80. You get fewer colors, but I think you're going to be happier with the colors that you get. And that brush tip on those pens is beautiful, and you could do lettering with it. I think it's a better investment. And then for the Ooly Magic Puffy pens, I'm on the fence. I don't know whether I'll ever open these up and play with them again. Probably just to do some fun art science type effects with my nieces and nephews. That might be really fun to do. But other than that, I can't decide whether it's something to recommend or not. So like I said, comment below, are any of these 3 Ooly products interesting to you? And do you have any other Ooly products you think I should try? Because I'm always open to trying things. I'm not sponsored by Ooly. I purchased all these products with my own money, and I'm going to have links for Amazon so that you can follow them and find those products if you're interested in purchasing anything that I've mentioned today in this video. This was a lot of fun. I really liked trying something new, and I think I learned a lot. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you all have a wonderful, colorful, blissful day. Bye-bye, everyone.